Come to me. I killed both of them.
Alright, best AK-12 in Jarhead's opinion. So, we're going to start off with our base AK-12. The cover, only one we can have. Barrel, only one. Pistol grip, the only one. Now we have the short and the long. Let's see, we got 6 recoil control on the long and 4 for the short. 2 weapon handling. And 4 for the long. So obviously, the long is going to win it. Now, there are a couple, and then the charging handle, only one we can have. There are a couple stocks here, and I am actually unprepared. Let me go buy the MOE stock from Gunny, because we all know that's the best one. Okay, so we have the AK-74M polymer stock, the PT-1 AK stock, and the buffer, which has no stats, so we'll just throw that on there, and the buffer a tube with the MOE stock with butt pad. So obviously we look at the stats here and it's obvious. Polymer stock, no. Now let's see. This one's a decent one. It's a decent one, but it still does not beat 10 recoil. Even though the weapon handling is the same, of course, if you're going, you want recoil. So, winner, that one. So, with that, you are looking at a 22 recoil control, plus 2 arm strain, plus 16 weapon handling, minus 6 reload time. This is without anything on it. And the stat you want is plus, minus, plus, minus. So we're actually above what we want to have on arm strain. Now, let's go with these out the way. Oh, wait. Did I forget one? Yes, we did. This one is still not as good. This is a lootable one. You can't buy this, just like you can't buy the MOE tube. This one is 806, so it's good. Better than the bought one, but still not as good as this buffer tube. So, put that there. Boom, boom. These out the way. Now we'll pull in the Foregrips. All the Foregrips we can grab. This is all the Foregrips that we can buy. I don't think there's any that you can loot that you can't buy. Not that I'm aware of. I might be wrong, but hey. So let's go. We got the RK1. RK0, RK6, RK4, the DDFG, RVG, tan and black, AFG, and the shift. So let's go. AFG. RVG. RKO. Okay, so out of these, 4, minus 16, and 6, which is good. Which is good. This one, we're losing weapon handling. You got minus 10 weapon handling. But you get a little bit better recoil. This one is, I would say, is all around just worse because you only get 4 minus 6, which is decent, but then you also get a minus 2 handling. So we'll take that one out of the running. It was that one, right? Yeah. We'll take that one out the running. RK1. 6 minus 6 minus 10. I would say for all around, this one would still be better. But this one is better than this one. So the RVG is no longer in. RK4. 204. Nope, it's no longer in there. RK6. Yep, nope. RK5. 462. No. Let's see, the shift. 5, 10, 2. I would still say this one's better than this one. My personal opinion. We'll put that one down. Now, this one. 10, 10, plus 10, plus 10, minus 12. So, the only really benefit to this one is recoil control. That is the only really benefit to this one. So if you're going to be all close combat, no scoping in, stuff like that, I would say use this one. But if you're doing more of like mid to long range shooting, I would actually say go with this one because of the arm drain and better weapon handling. That's what I would say. So it breaks down to these two. Recoil, of course, the DD. For better overall, I would say AFG2. We will test both and test the groupings on both. Just so we can see, and we'll test, arm stems. Let's just put that on there and see what else we got. And let's see, the suppressor, what does it do? +5 muzzle efficiency, -3 dispersion, -2 weapon handling. So we'll test with and without it. Now we got a variety of sights we can put on it. Got the Spectre. Let's go ahead and just sell all of this right here. Get out the way. Not going to sell what we can't buy. Then we got 2 dot, circle 1 dot. Then we got the tan circle 2 dot. Then we got the circle 1 dot, the 2 version. Then we got this just opposites. And then of course we got, big boy scopes that we can put on 30mm stuff. Then we have your micro mounts. And all those mounts, and those go for, so you can know, these go for all these little, this one is your ACOG, I forgot to buy it. But these go for these little guys, so let's go ahead and buy those. Now, is there a difference in these? Nothing. nothing, nothing. So this is really just preference on which one you have higher off of the gun. That's all it does. So, do I have a mag somewhere already? Yep, we got a 5.45 mag. Go. 60 rounder. See what the 60 rounder does to it. When stats change. Okay, reload time. Reload time gets a lot. It's 3 times the reload speed just for a 60 rounder. Then what is the difference for the regular 5.45? You use the regular 5.45 30 round mags. And then this is a 60 rounder. So let's see. -6 reload, -6 reload, +8. So these help with your reload speed. So if I'd say in close combat that could help. Got to reload faster. Boom, 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 boom. These could actually help you. I'll actually use these for the demo just so we got, you know, don't full 60 round dump. We'll put that in first. Now with these, weapon handling, no stat difference, no stat difference. The mount for the ACOG, of course, it shouldn't have any stat difference. No stat difference. Okay, so all these have no stat difference. Only stuff that have stat differences, I need to buy these. So for these, you gotta have the razor, which I personally think is better than the voodoo, personally. Then we have the, just a big boy at, can't believe I forgot to buy him. Then we got these, and these don't affect any weapon handling. Yeah, they do. The actual sculpts do. So -12 weapon handling, -12, -8, Spectre -8, and then this will be -8. So they're all about the same, except, you know, bigger scope. So let's put the razor on it. And let's go do a test. We're going to do multiple tests for groupings. Head over to the range. Okay, so this one is strictly for recoil. No suppressor, nothing. So this one is our recoil one. So what we'll do is we'll hold it up, see how long it takes for our arms to drain out. 1, 2, 3. Say, we'll count the minutes up here. So we got 1 minute. 2 minutes. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Longer than I thought. 8. 9. So I'll say 9 in-game minutes. Let's let that regen, and when we'll try it standing. And this is the recoil build. Let's see if he can beat the other one. No, it's not going to beat it. 2. I say 2.5 in-game minutes standing. So not very long. Of course, prone is going to be your best. Let's try crouched. It's going to be better. Two. 3. 4. I say 4.5, so about half the prone. All right, so let's prone. We get the best grouping, so we're gonna compare grouping. Let's pull this over here. These just don't really do shit. You know, this one minus they do a little bit of weapon handling, stuff like that. That is all personal preference if you're trying to get really ticky with it, but we're not going to go there. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom all the way in because that's where we get the worst movement. And we're going to go full auto. And we're going to go with and without suppressor. Not bad. Not too bad. Pretty good recoil. With the suppressor. Yeah. If you want recoil, look at that. Run the suppressor. This is your best recoil build for the AK-12. Long Ratnik, DFG Foregrip. The butt pad on the MOE stock. Then you got to use it on the adapter, the AKS-74U buffer tube adapter, which is only lootable. Then you put the suppressor on it, and you got a pretty damn good fucking laser. Pretty damn good. Now we'll buy some cheap ass ammo real quick so we can actually reload these mags. Oh, and now we're going to do it with the other grip. Boom. So let's go down on the bottom and we were 9 seconds prone for arm stamina with the DD front grip. Let's see how long we get with this one. 1 minute. 2. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. That's the same as a DD. 10. 11. 11 and a half in-game minutes on this with this front foregrip. Let's go prone. The kneeling, which was 4.5 on the kneeling. So we were at 4.5 seconds on the kneeling with the DD front foregrip. Let's try this one. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. We got 6 seconds, so a second and a half longer on this one. Or minute, in-game minute. Now let's go with standing. We were at 2.5 in-game minutes with the DD scoped in. Actually, let me restart. Make sure we start right at the beginning of the number. One. 2. 3. I say about 3.5. So we get about a minute and a half in game with this. Now the next test would be groupings with and without the suppressor. So let's check the grouping out with the suppressor, without the suppressor. Not bad, actually, not bad. Put the suppressor on. I say they're about equal. For that. So I would say if you're scoping, shooting, like sniping, use the AFG2. That's going to be your best foregrip. Now, if you're not and you're wanting close combat and you're trying to fight, you're going to want to use this one. Because this one with the suppressor has the best grouping. That is the best grouping overall. So, if you want to recoil main, use this one. Sniping, use the AFG 12. There we go.